Right. Yes.
And you learned a lot.
Yes.
And you decided that you wanted to become a motivational speaker. Am I on the right track here?
Well, I mean, I'm currently still in business.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying you left your business, but you decided it still means you have to make that decision.
Right. Okay, right. So that transition to that, it was so funny is because my personal IG, I always, as an entrepreneur, you have to have this type of driven side with you anyway, you know. So I always put up little small motivational quotes and always, said things. People are like, wow, you really inspire me. You know, I see you traveling. I see you doing this. You really inspire me. People kept saying that. So I remember now, I'm going to be honest with you. As I was going through one of my little failures, I actually started listening to Eric Thomas.
Yeah,
he's like the GOAT.
E.T.
Yes.
E.T. Yeah, E.T. got me out of a dark spot.
Yeah.
I totally feel you on that. Yeah,
E.T. is the GOAT of motivational speakers. So when I started listening to E.T. and then I went to one of his conferences. And
how was that being in person? It's an interesting feeling.
No, it's one of the, when I tell you, if you are into any motivational speaking, you need to go see that man in person. You need to experience that. And once I experienced that, and I'm sitting back, I'm like a little kid. Like, he pulled me in.
You had a humble moment.
I was just like, I'm sitting there with tears. Like, I got this. Fight the power. Like, I'm going back. I'm going. Yes, I ain't never giving
that
up.
happening, B.
So like E.T. he pulls it deep out of you.
Yeah.
And then when as I start getting back into my groove of things, and then I started studying like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, and
Les Brown is the truth, man.
Yes,
that man will talk to you. You be like, by the time he's done, you up there in tears, like, damn,
yes,
man, I gotta get my shit together.
Yeah,
shit ain't fucking rocking right now.
Exactly.
It's an interesting thing because now I see a lot of digital dudes that are moving like Gary Vee, and
right.
I see a lot of people moving into this space and stuff like that, and I like some of them, but to me, like. Tony Robinson is dope.
Right.
But as a black man, I'm going to be honest with you.
Exactly.
Kind of need somebody who look like me for a second.
Exactly.
I can listen to everybody else, but I kind of need somebody who looks like me.
Yes.
And even though I can get the word from somebody, I need to feel like you've been where I've been.
Yes.
And you being a black man and doing the motivational speaking, and you're doing it here on the East Coast.
Right.
Do you look around and see, do I have peers? Are there other people who are doing this around me? Do you ever look around and say, you know what, maybe I need to be part of a collective first?
I did. I mean, I've always been a type person to go against the grain a little bit and just be the one to start a fire. If there was somebody to run out first, but like, yo, let's do this. Yeah, that's me. So I kind of just jumped in a little bit about. First, I tiptoed into it. I put my toe in the water, like, ooh, okay, I could do this. And then once I got a feel of it, and once I started doing it, then it just started to come. Like, it was just a cloud. Like, I just got infested with it, and I started loving it. And
you could open yourself up. That's a whole different experience, man.
You know what? The best thing is that when people DM me, they don't even know me. Yeah. And they be like, oh my God, like, you so, I really appreciate your content, what you're doing, what you're saying, keep going. Or when I speak, I mean, one time I spoke to a school, and I was going around the room, I was talking to the kids, and then I asked one kid, I these kids, I said, so give me your name of your best friend. Yeah. Then I go to another one, give me the name of your best friend. Yeah. Then I go to this third kid, I said, give me the name of your best friend. He said, I don't have any friends. And I said, don't worry about it.
That's a lot.
Then I said, so what's your name?
Yeah.
He said, my name is David.
Oh.
I said, my name is David too. I said, from there on, I'm going to be your friend. And he said, and so throughout the whole presentation, him and I, we connected a little bit. And he's to this day, he's still keeping in contact with me, He needed that. Yeah. And even if I didn't reach out to nobody else, just by me allowing him to now open up and blossom and to grow and feel connected with me, like, that was my reward.
I think men in particular, regardless of creed, color, wherever you come from, need collective.
Yes.
They need to feel they got a big brother,
right?
Even a little brother, or just a brother in general.
Definitely,
because men have trust issues. That comes with a lot of what you see out here with people talking about, black men do this and black men do that, or men. Period.
Right.
I just say this, men. Period.
Yes.
Do this. It's because a lot of men have trust issues.
Yes.
Either their best friend or a friend of them has betrayed them in the past, and they just don't know how to handle that with other people.
Right.
As time goes on, you begin to understand that you need to, like, put those issues down,
right,
and start trusting somebody.
Yes.
Can you speak to a time when you learned how to trust again?
Ooh, it came to a time because when you're entrepreneur or you're doing things on your own, it's hard to trust people.
You always think somebody's trying to get over on you.
A lot of people are trying to get over on you, and you experience that firsthand.
Big talk.
I would probably say one of the times that I was able to really gain that back, it was that this kid of mine that was working for me. And I really get a chance to speak to him, and then he was like, "Can I talk to you?" And I was like, "Sure." He was like, "I want to speak to you because it's something I want to talk about, and I don't have nobody to talk to." And he just works for me, you know. I don't really know this gentleman on a personal level, and he shares something with me of an illness that he have that can be terminal, you know. And he wasn't getting support from his mother. He don't have a father in his life, and outside of work, him and I really connected. And before him and I connected, I really didn't trust him that much because, you know, he's a new employee, things he was doing. So once I connected with him on that level, it made me realize that everybody's not the same. And you got to be able to sit back and try to open up a little bit more to maybe give a little bit more trust because they need you. Sometimes people that work for you don't know they need you. But they really do need you because if I didn't get up every day, 5 a.m, do what I have to do, come home late, they wouldn't have been able to cash their check on Friday based on my efforts.
Yeah.
So therefore, some people don't realize that, what I go through. But he was able to realize that, speak to me, and thank me for everything. He had great gratitude. And to answer your question, that's how I was able to gain that back.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
Because trust is earned.
Definitely.
And when you're young, you don't necessarily really clearly get that.
Right.
But as you get older and you experience some things, you learn that, fam, I can't trust you yet, bro. You got to earn that.
Yeah, man.
You got to earn that level of trust.
Yeah.
And there's levels. Like,
Definitely.
can I trust you with my kid? No. Can I trust you with my woman?
Right.
No.
Right.
But I can trust you to make sure I get that dollar back? Okay.
Right.
You know, it's just different levels of trust.
It definitely is.
Speak to your every leader or every person that's in a leadership position needs a circle of trust.
Definitely.
Do you still keep that circle of trust? And are they people that you've had since you were younger?
Yes.
Or now are they different people now than they were?
Fortunately, there are people that I've been with since I was it's a mixture. People that I've been with since I was younger. A friend of mine, Chris, him and I, we met when we was young, freshmen in high school, and we've been friends ever since.
Okay.
And he kind of do the same thing I do. And we go back and forth with life situations on a daily basis. So he's part of my inner circle. And then there's new people that I have met over the past couple of years because I'm always the type of person that in order to grow, I believe that you have to surround yourself with people that is at your level or above your level. Because if you're not trying to learn, or if I can't learn from you, I don't need to be a part or be around you. So I can't grow with nobody that don't want to grow.
True.
Because I have people I've grown up with. Don't get me wrong. We still a cool Super Bowl party. I'm there, homie. But when it comes to everyday life and doing business, transactions and or just trying to grow as an individual, I can't be with anybody that don't want more.
Right.
Right. So that's my inner circle. Is really surrounded by people that's equal or really just that wants more out of life.
That decision is a big decision.
It is.
That's a big decision.
It is.
Make that
you get criticized for that.
Oh, you catch the fire.
Oh yeah.
You will catch it.
Do.
Because
you will catch somebody. Why you don't call me? Why you don't do this?
Oh
it's not that. I'm working on life situations right now.
And if you ain't riding with it, I can't do nothing.
If you ain't riding with it, you're going in the wrong direction. So I can't go in your direction. That's not going to help me. It's not going to benefit me.
No, it's not.
Know?
And when you and when you do take that decision, it will make or break you.
Definitely.
Because that's a decision that you either go in that decision, he changed up.
Right.
And you got to live with that.
Yeah.
Until they see you make it. And then they asking, why didn't you call me? Well, fam, you wasn't trying to ride at that time.
Exactly.
You weren't getting a call.
Yeah.
In life, we have our families.
And
then we have our friends.
Yeah, definitely.
Has it been easy as an entrepreneur to manage family and your business? And I'm not talking about your homies. I'm talking about family, mom, dads, cousins, stuff like that.
It's at first it was a little challenging at first because I try to entwine family with business. That was a bad move. But then outside of that, sometimes family members that it's like social media. People may see you on a trip. They may see you here, see you doing this, and they just assume this is your lifestyle. This is who you are. okay, it might be my lifestyle, but you only seeing a real person. You only seeing 5% of what I really do. Because that other 95% that I grind every day and get up and do, you don't see that.
No, you don't.
You
see
don't
that.
understand that. So therefore, you get family members that might come out the blue that might want something from you or say certain things that you just can't entertain because they're assuming this but not knowing the true you.
Right.
So by them not knowing the true me, you get a little kickback from some of the family that I just couldn't really entwine that deep into no more.
Did they support you going into the motivational speaking part?
Well, to backtrack, even before I went to motivational speaking, they never really supported me being an entrepreneur at first. They thought I was crazy.
Right.
So you got an engineering job, you leaving that, and you about to do what? Clothing line. What? Real estate. They was like, you crazy? So then in motivational speaking, it's just like, oh, here we go again. But now it's just like they got more confidence now because they know I'm the type person, when I go in,
you achieve.
I go in.
Yeah, I dig that, bro.
And I go in. And I look for failure. I look for challenges.
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Some people wake up think, oh, every day's going to be great. No, it's not.
I wish you guys could see how clear-eyed this man is. He's clearly focused on what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
I can see it in your face, bro.
Yeah, no,
it's there.
I'm being honest with you. It's like when you have been through so much in your life, and then you still standing in front of everybody saying, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Like, so what? Let's go.
Yeah, what's the next thing, right?
I follow David Goggins. I don't know if you know him.
I know about David Goggins.
Navy SEAL,
Yeah, I know
all
about
him.
Me. Listen. That brother's you want to know what sicko mode?
Yes.
Google that, man. That's sicko mode.
You Google him,
man.
And you listen to what he did, and where he's at now.
Yeah, man.
You'll get through anything.
You just Google David Goggins, and then after that, put Joe Rogan in, and you'll get everything you need to understand about that.
Everything. And I'm a big, like, it's so funny. I don't even watch TV no more. I'm always on, like, I'm listening to, like, podcasts. I'm listening to YouTube. I'm listening to motivate. Like, I'm so deep into learning more now that it's sickening right now.
Yeah, because that's when you lock in. And
you
focus.
You lock and load.
It's like you got blinders on. Right. And everything you see. It can be a rabbit hole.
Right.
Because sometimes you're looking around. And you're like, yo, you're neglecting this, you're neglecting that,
exactly.
And you're like, you lose.
You got to learn how to balance.
Yes,
you got to learn how to balance.
It literally is a balance because once you go too far over, you're looking around like, wait a minute, bro, you didn't damn.
Because I used to, when I work out, I used to listen to, of course, all my, Jay-Z, Meek Mill. Now I'm listening to all types of speakers, because it's so funny. Everybody in life have a story.
Yes.
And then everybody in life go through something.
Yes.
But some people go through something a little bit more than other people, and they achieve a little bit more, and they need to share it so that way other people that maybe be exposed to them are learning how they can get out of their situation.
Yeah.
And that's the key of motivational speaking.
Yeah.
I will support you. I will come see you if that's your real story. That's why I love ET so much. But then you have some motivational speakers, oh, no, I want to be a speaker. Okay, you do. What have you been through?
Yeah.
What have you achieved?
Yeah, because you need to have in order for me to believe in you, need to achieve something.
Did you, what is your real story? Not saying that you have to be, you got to have this crazy story to speak to somebody. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for me to witness and for me to appreciate somebody that's speaking to me to encourage me, I want to feel like, look at you and be like, wow. Like when I listen to David Goggins, when he told me his story, I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. Like, this migraine I got. let me take this conference call. Because
that man, y'all see when you
you'll see it.
I'm not going to talk about it today.
I think that a lot of us individuals, and we do it. We all guilty of it. We look for excuses sometimes. Call out from work. We don't want to. We come in a little bit late.
Yeah.
We just look for excuses to take the easy route.
Because we are creatures who love the path of less resistance.
Yes, exactly.
We don't want to be a little hard because there's a guy, I can't think of his name, but there's a guy who's a bodybuilder. Older man. He's on YouTube. He's huge. And God, I can't think of his name, but he motivates. The way that man used to speak was like on some like, yo.
You talking about, is it Fletcher?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. And he just went through, I think, liver failure too.
Yeah.
So when he talked, I listen to him too. Like he's amazing, man.
Yeah.
You be like, now his son is in it too. But when I tell you, like, even with that. What I have learned about anything in life, not just speaking or anything in life, is that what's more important than your body is your mind.
Facts.
If you can control your mind,
yeah.
If you can build that mind to be set, so that way when stuff hits you in the face, you still standing like, let's go.
Right.
You know?
And you standing there because that mental toughness will overcome all
it
that.
will.
Man.
That's when you get depression, get anxiety.
Ooh.
People will commit suicide.
Preach.
It's all because of mental. It ain't because they broke their leg. Oh, let me jump off a bridge. No, it's because they're going through something and their mental is telling them to do things or feel a certain way. And when you stressed out, there's a certain chemical that's released in your body that causes baldness, causes sickness, illness, ulcers, and it's really because of the mind. So if you can control your mind and help your mind to be more concrete, it's not an easy thing to do. Don't get me wrong.
No.
But I will say that it's going to help you in the long run to get through whatever problems you might have in life.
How do you feel about social media and you going into this realm of mindfulness and understanding of speaking and how to communicate with people? How do you feel social media, how does it impact you?
Right.
And your business? Because eventually this is a business.
Yeah, definitely.
To a point.
Definitely.
How does that impact you?
I think that right now it's going in a great direction, and it's a great platform for people that is serious about their craft to get out there at a faster pace.
Yes.
And
much faster
and to reach a larger audience compared to if I tried to do this 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just you do what they say, doing a chitlin circuit.
Yeah,
you
gonna help hood up on a world star like E.T. did and got exposed. Like he got because of what he said about that Beyonce. He didn't even. I remember him talking about he didn't even try to do that. That just went viral on its own.
Viral.
He got blessed with that moment.
And even I think the first one that really went viral was when the one he did was to want it as bad as much as you want to breathe.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
One thing about social media, sometimes it may just take one video.
Yeah.
That inspire 500,000 people, and that's it. Boom, you got your 2 minutes of fame.
Yes.
Now what you gonna do with it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Now you might get that exposure.
Yeah.
But when they finally get exposed to you, who you really are and what you're really doing and what you're really saying.
Right.
If it's not concrete, you're gonna be another Vanilla Ice. You're gonna be another Crisscross. You're gonna be everybody else that had that 2 minutes of fame,
right? And
they no longer here no more.
They didn't move it. Didn't move the needle.
If you get that 2 minutes of fame and you a Jay-Z, or you a Diddy,
right?
Or you Obama, or you somebody, or Beyonce.
Right, at this point, Drake. It's 10 years. Hey, gotta give him his due.
You gotta give it to him.
So, how do you feel like instead of going into motivation speaking, you didn't go into life coaching?
Right. No. Right.
How did you? What made you go this route instead of that?
I think that not to knock life coaching. I think that life coaching it's okay to help somebody and coach in life, but I think the biggest impact would be motivational speaking on my part, because I feel like you could reach a broader audience, you can connect better, and you're not so. I'm not against life coaching. Don't get me wrong, but I feel that. There's a difference between coaching somebody individually or whatever you're doing to now speaking and being able to express yourself. So people that might not even be familiar with the craft or understanding it is now captivated and motivated, and they want to be part of it. Or now you got them out of a situation that they didn't even know they was in a situation.
Word.
Because a lot of us are walking around here now with blinders on, don't even really know that we're in a situation.
No.
Because you're going to wake up 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you're going to be in the same scenario you're in right now.
And there's so many people, man, there's so many people I talk to who need to hear that you just said.
Right.
Because they don't want to wake up.
No, they don't.
La La Land is
hard.
too beautiful.
It is, man.
And I be like, yo, you got to wake up and look, man.
Some people are so content in their everyday life and their everyday situation that it's sickening to me. Because they can have so much more in life. Like, quick story, like one of my managers, and she pretty much run my company right now. When I first met her almost 2.5 years ago, she didn't know anything about construction. Right? I met her fiance at the time had a small painting company.
Okay.
So with me as a I had them doing some sub work for me. Make a quick story. So I asked them to do some extra work outside of the contract. Yeah. She looked me right in my face and she said, "I'm sorry, that's gonna be a change order." So I said, "Ooh, okay." And I said to myself, I need that in my company.
Right.
Because she didn't hesitate. Yeah. She looked me right in my face. Because sometimes in the business, when you're working for yourself, when people ask for it, could you do this? You sometimes just kind of do it just to make the customer happy.
Yeah.
But
I know the feeling.
Her business savvy was just like, I could do it, but it's going to cost you.
And she stared you right down the barrel and just looked at you like, that's ill.
Exactly.
Yeah. A lot of people do that shit.
Percentage of profit that you can gain or lose, not only just because of the money aspect of it, but then I seen a quality in her. I said, let me see if she really got what I need.
Right.
So I put her to the test. I said, I had to start out doing a little bit of this, run around pulling permits, and then doing this and doing that. To a point, this girl was making a couple $100 a week to making almost $2,000 a week from just now running the company and just overseeing major construction projects that she had no idea of what it was, but now she know it from A to Z. So when people tell me they can't figure things out or this, I say no, it's you. You need to be able to figure yourself out to be able to absorb whatever you want to do, because the tools are out there.
You gotta be a sponge.
You have to.
And some people are adapted to that.
Right.
And like you said, her finding that way, but she wouldn't have been able to conduct that.
Right.
If you didn't give her the push or the nudge to do that, right?
Right.
In this business, you are going to deal with people who are naysayers.
Yeah.
You're going to deal with people who support you 100%.
Right.
And then you got to deal with opportunists.
Right, definitely.
And how do you think that right now, how do you manage that? Because that person that you just helped right there could have been an opportunist for you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You don't have a crystal ball to tell she is or she's not, you know?
Exactly. I think that what I normally do is that I will give you a nice head nod, like, okay, yeah. But then you won't get too much more out of me, you know? And then, because I got a good close friend of mine, and I was telling him about my schedule set up for 2019. He was like, oh, that's amazing. He said, okay, so once you do this, then I want you to be able to bring me on to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm saying to myself, to bring you on. I said, do you not understand that what I'm doing right now, I'm building something from scratch.
Right. And
so
then I'm going to put you on.
Then I'm going to put you on.
Yeah.
As if, I said, I understand because we are close friends and you love me, I love you. But I can't make you want this. Yeah. Because what's going to happen is this, right? Even if I do put you on, that's like right now, right? Let's say you was a rapper and you just starting out your first album. Jay-Z was like, yo, I got a concert. I want to bring you on. I'm going to put you on. You're going to suck. You know why? Because you don't appreciate the craft. You're not there yet.
You're not hungry enough.
You're not hungry enough. You don't have the experience.
Right.
And you're not really into it. Your heart is not into it.
You gotta be willing to sleep on a basement
floor
to
is
get
in
there.
this. When I talk to you, you see in my eyes, you see pain, you see you see the things that I'm really trying to kick back to you, and you're gonna absorb and you're gonna hear it. Yeah. So therefore, now if I bring you on, is he really gonna give you that same energy?
No.
So now you're damaging my brand.
Yeah.
So therefore, we still gonna be cool.
Right.
You still maybe we could do something. We could work something else out. But however, until you show me that you want to be at my level, I'm always open arms. You know.
So you basically you gotta put people to test.
You got to.
And I respect that.
You
because
have to.
Some people just you get in, put everybody else on.
Like my father said, you can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink it.
Right. But you gotta teach a man how to fish so he can feed himself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've been my family and things I've been through taught me how to fish for a very long time, and that's the reason why I do what I do right now.
So where and how can the people? What do you plan on doing now? Now that you're beginning, your star's beginning to bubble. You're beginning to get there.
Right.
And you found your voice.
Right.
What kind of advice, before we even get to where they can find you, what you're trying to do, what kind of advice would you give to somebody who's just starting out?
Okay.
Because we go there.
Right, definitely. I would, if you're just starting out, take your time and do your research on whatever you want to do. It could be speaking, life coaching, or company, whatever you want to do. Take your time, study the craft. Study people that's doing what you want to do. People that's successful in doing it. Don't mimic them.
Right.
Don't mimic. Don't be your.
Don't plagiarize their style.
Be your own person.
Right.
And and not to jump off topic, but I know Cardi B, right? So you gotta think about it. When I first used to see Cardi B on Instagram, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't stand Cardi B. I'm like, who is this ghetto girl talking like this?
I think you about 90% of the internet probably couldn't stand her.
Now she's the queen of hip hop,
and she
just got a Grammy.
Yep, and she's America's sweetheart right now.
She was true to herself, but she was genuine on trying to be something.
Yeah.
So if you are genuine on whatever you're trying to do, and you're genuine with yourself, it's going to work out
big time.
Because God, only person that really knows who you are is God.
Right.
And once he sees that in you, he'll be like, nah, I got something for you.
It's like that Pac thing, you know what I'm saying? Only God can judge me.
That's it.
It is what it is.
That's it.
No much
either way, it's going to work out a lot or going to work out a little.
Right.
But if you do something, it's going to move forward no matter what. Don't walk around with a measuring cup. Oh, let me measure where I'm at now today. Well, I'm going to measure up tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Get your ass up and grind.
That analogy. That's
and
a good
get
analogy
up every
right
day and fight for whatever you want to fight for.
Now, what kind of things do you think people should listen to?
Far as in this
motivational
for motivational stuff.
Yeah.
If my thing is that I think you should listen to all different type of speakers to try to see what attracts you and what motivates you. And then basically it's almost like I got this theory when I'm starting a company or something that's similar. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm trying to make the wheel better.
Right.
You know?
Improve upon
it.
There's some of that engineering you right there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to prove what you have for other people to be like, oh, let's jump ship now. You know? Because that's
believe in proof of concept? Getting proof of concept first, like showing your work first and then doing the talking later.
Yeah, I believe in that. I guess that's kind of 50-50. You know, I believe in that a little bit. You know, but you can show it and then talk about it. But however, I think that the more you put into it and you do finally present it, it's going to mean so much better.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm just a big believer in just get up and just go at it.
Man, don't be surprised if I call you, man. I need some motivation.
No, I got you, man.
Good, man. This is
I'm
good
be
stuff
honest with
right
you
here,
because
bro.
it's just like, I go through. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Just because I'm Davidpowertalk, I go through some stuff myself that I gotta snap out of it and drink my 2 cups of coffee and be like, you know what? I got this. You know.
Right. You gotta go. You gotta push yourself.
You gotta push yourself.
Yeah.
Because I go through a lot of things in life and that I've experienced that I didn't have nobody to be like, it's gonna be okay. You got this.
Yeah.
You have to make this imaginary person in your mind to be like, you better get your butt up.
See, man, that's why I get my ass up every day, man. I'm a new photographer, learning photography.
Right.
But I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what my age is, nothing like that.
It doesn't matter because I seen your stuff and it's dope.
Thank you,
and I was just like, you know what, this is. So when you reached out to me, I was like, yes, of course. I said, this is dope because anybody that's really trying to do something, I embrace it.
Yeah.
But what I don't embrace is laziness and people that slack up. Why are you slacking up? You know what you're fighting against? You're fighting against time. People really think tomorrow's promised. It's not promised.
It's never promised, B.
Yeah.
And every moment that you really have to face life this is my moment.
This is your moment.
Make it happen. You really got to embrace it like Eminem in that movie, baby. You got to get to it. Got to get to it.
Because you never know what opportunity may flourish from whatever you do.
Yeah.
And when I tell you that I am a proof in the pudding of certain things that can happen in life, that it could have went the other direction, but it went in this direction. So therefore, when I speak to you, when I say keep going, you better keep going because it's out there for you.
Fire, bro. So hold on. Before we go any further, where can they see you and what's going on next for you?
Right. So Davidpowertalk. That's where you can find me. All platforms: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, IG. So right now, I just signed on to a new branding company, and she manages other well-known speakers.
Okay.
Also too, that's also in other circles that we actually just talked about. And I'm going down to Atlanta actually in March to meet with them.
Exciting moment.
Oh, definitely.
Big moments.
Definitely. So I got itinerary set up. I got 2 schools I'm going to towards the end of this month for Black History Month. And then March, I'm going down to Atlanta to this high school. I got a couple other speakings going on in April. I'm a keynote speaker for graduation in June.
That's big.
And then when I signed on with them, they're trying to lock me into, quote unquote, some yearly contracts speaking at different venues and stuff like that, far as corporations and schools.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the platform that I am because I'm a big planner, So I set my little vision board up where I want to go, where I need to be,
That's dope that you do vision boards, man.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Either beginning of school year, this year 2019 or 2020, I'm going to have a big a conference for everybody down in Essex County. I'm gonna have all the schools come down, the city officials, councilmen, and like a back to school thing. And also too, I'm doing an entrepreneur speaking class coming up in the summertime for people like that. Just questions you ask, like what would you tell people that's trying to start a company?
Nice.
Because people need to know. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to somebody that actually started a company from scratch. They're still in business.
Big facts.
So, but now I need to know. I need to know the jumping back and forth. What's really going to happen? It looks so good on paper. Oh, I want to have my own company. Oh, let me talk to you for a little bit first.
Yeah. Do you really want to do this? Because this ain't saying for the faint of heart, bro.
Right. Out of 100%, only 80 to 70% of people fail.
Yeah.
They go bankrupt. They don't do it, and every business close out. You know. So I think people needs help with that. So to answer your question, I have a lot on my plate that I'm trying to achieve and that I will achieve. I will push forward towards, and I will say based on the direction that I'm going and where I'm at right now, it's very promising. And like I said, I don't have a governor on my life, on what is in front of me. Because if somebody told me right now 2 years ago, I'd be sitting here on your podcast talking about, Davidpowertalk, I'd be like, man, get out of here. Me, David, what? So that's just right there. That's evidence right. That's evidence right there.
But in time, I just, for me to see somebody from relatively where I'm from, New Jersey, doing this right here, you know what I mean? It's like, for me, this is big, right, because I really believe in what you're putting out there.
Appreciate that,
That's
bro.
first and foremost. But I just appreciate the fact that you're from where I'm from and you're doing that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I'm not from Newark, but you're from Jersey, so I'm gonna support you 100%.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that you showing this is a big role model. Like I said, I know you here, but I can, from the energy I got from you, bro, is a person who truly believes in what he's saying, and that for me is big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people talk it, but very few walk it.
People can't walk it, man.
Yeah, you better listen to that Migos song.
Yeah,
anyway.
Walk it like you talk it, man. Let's do it.
Listen. So, any plans for an ebook or a book coming in the plans?
You know what's so funny? Yeah. I just had that conversation with somebody about a book, and I told them, I said, listen, don't even talk to me about a book right now. I said, do I see a book? Of course. I said, my book gonna be so amazing. It's gonna be the bestseller. Yeah. I said, but however, because I already have the content, I already have the stories, I have everything, but it's almost the same as the music industry. Okay, don't rush to put a book out right now. Right. Build up your content, build up your portfolio. So this way, when you do release it, that you're gonna have enough people that want to reach out and grab it right away, that you're gonna feel like you really accomplished something. Okay. Even I might put it out now, one person might read it and be inspired. That's cool. Yeah. I'm trying to reach millions. Facts. So for me to reach millions, I first need to do my homework. Yeah. And I need to understand where I'm at right now and where I want to go. So the book would definitely be coming in my future. But for right now, I want to just keep working on my craft, man. I want to just keep speaking to people. I want to just keep locking things in. And
you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, Davidpowertalk. Yeah.
All right, I want to make sure I get all that out there.
I was never really a big YouTube or Facebook or Twitter person, but since I started doing this, I said, I gotta do this now.
What's the sinks in your system? Yeah, exactly. You can't shake it out, brother.
You can't, man. You gotta do
blood
it
transfusion
because you gotta think about it, man. Between running a company and then doing this, it's like your time is just like you got to post.
How's that work for you on a personal level?
Right.
How's that run? Before we get out of here, how was that for your personal level?
Personal life right now is pretty much don't exist too much because right now I'm a very overzealous person on whatever I'm trying to do.
So once you lock in,
I'm locked in, it's just like I get home, like I'll knock out, of course, stuff that's making me real money right now. Yeah, and then I'm working on my stuff to get to that point. Yeah, But to do that, like I would tell anybody, that question you asked me, anybody that's starting their own company, you gotta go through your process. And you have to understand, you are not going to wake up tomorrow and be successful. You're not going to wake up with the big company with the big name. It's just not going to happen. But you got to stick in there, and you got to push towards it. And I was listening to Gary Vee other day too, too, and these two girls was talking to him on the podcast, and they were saying, "Oh, so what should I do? How do I do this? Whatever." He was like, "Okay, did you just shoot a video? Okay, cool. Well, you should have did 3 Twitters. You should have did 3 IG posts. You should have did 3 Facebook uploads." He ran down within like 2 minutes And they sitting there like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because bad content or good content, as long as it's content you pushing out there,
big facts.
Get it out there.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's one post. Never give up.
Yep.
Davidpowertalk.
Yep.
It's out there in the atmosphere.
Right.
Somebody might read that and be like, oh, let me share this. Let me do this. You know?
And you can't be afraid to post.
You can't be.
And what I definitely learned is it's not about how much quality it is. 'Cause you want it to be good quality.
Right.
But it's just get it done.
You got to get it done.
And I didn't realize that for a long time. I was more worried about quality than I was worried about getting it done.
Right.
Now I'm all about just get it done.
Right.
I don't care what it takes. Just get it done. They'll accept it today. Somebody might like it. You might get a cult hit out of it. But if you got 3 more that are good, people are still going to come back.
You should be averaging about 2 to 3 posts a day.
And I think that what you're doing right now is that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just getting it done.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not up there like, yo, I'm not gonna do this crazy stuff. No.
Right.
But I'm gonna get it done today.
Right, exactly.
And that goes to show your fortitude and ability to stick with it.
Yeah.
Man, I just wanna say thank you for coming on, bro.
Oh man.
I truly appreciate it. Real shit.
This was real,
thank
man.
you. Thank you for coming.
Man.
Thank you for coming on, man.
And I'm doing this motivational Mondays, first of month. It's like an internet radio show, however, / podcast too. So I'm probably definitely have you on.
I will come on, bro. Just give me the word, man. I'll be there. I'll be there. Yeah. I just want to say, listen, for you to come on here on my little podcast and do this when you're on your ascension, I appreciate it.
Oh man, it's not a problem.
And that fact that we here right now, man. First and foremost, I wanted to say big shout out to everybody that has supported, but really right now, I want a big shout out to my man Sam, and I just want to say my man Sam Nygaard. I'm not just saying that because we in his studio today. I just want a big shout out to him and my man Dan. These 2 guys made this possible today, man. Definitely. All right, and I just want to say big shout out to them, and just be on the lookout because this dude's about to do a whole lot of big things. But on that note, I will check you guys next week. I love you guys. Thank you. We out.
Peace.